Hello everybody, this is Cyrus here, back with another video. Today we've got some new Matchbox 5-packs. I'm only going to be opening up one of them, but I thought I'd quickly show you some of the new 5-packs I got. So, earlier this week, I took a little trip from Toronto to Buffalo, and I decided to check out a couple Target and Walmart stores while I was there, as well as Buffalo Road Imports. Maybe you remember me talking about that if you watched my Unimog video. So here we have the Autobahn Express 5-pack. So this one I was able to find at a Target. It was the only one there. This one I'm going to keep in the package for now. If I do open it up, I'm going to save it for another video, because this particular vehicle down here, the Volkswagen Crew Carrier pickup, this one does have two interior variations. One of them has gear in the back, as shown on this one, and then the other one has an empty bed. When it comes to the other cars in the set, I do like this Alfa Romeo. Some people might not be too keen on the Fiat, but I don't think it looks that bad. The Porsche would come in as my third favorite. Not that I don't like the Porsche, it's just I really like the design of that Alfa Romeo with some of these older cars. And then finally we've got this Audi e-tron. Interesting to see them doing it in police decos, partly because it doesn't have a light bar, and usually a police car without a light bar kind of looks a little bit odd. And then the other 5-pack that we're looking at, this is the MBX Retro. This is the one we're going to open up in this video. So we'll get this one cracked open. And this one I'm going to open up first, partly because the condition's not the best. It's kind of warped in the packaging there. And the card did get a little bit bent. These were the only two 5-packs I could find in the store, no other ones. And this Retro one, despite being one of the earlier 5-packs, I could not find it at any stores in Toronto. I don't even know if this was even being sold in Canada, is the other thing. But man, this thing was hard to track down, but I was able to luckily find it in Buffalo. So we'll get started. So starting off, we have the Austin minivan. This casting did get retooled recently to where they put a trailer hitch in, which is kind of a little bit unusual. I don't know what you would be towing with a minivan. Now, the retro theme of this 5-pack is that these are throwbacks of older decos. So this one is not actually that retro, this first one, as they just use the deco off of the ice cream truck we got last year in 2023. I did a video on this. It was one of the first videos I did on my YouTube channel. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check that out, but we'll quickly compare the two. This one's a more lighter shade of pink because of the plastic being used on the ice cream truck, but it still looks pretty good. Even though this deco isn't a retro throwback, I'm glad that they decided to reuse this livery, in my opinion. One thing I will also point out while I'm at it is I don't have any of the other cars to compare decos to, but I will explain a little bit of what we got going on with the other decos and what they're throwbacks to. Alright, next up we have the Volkswagen Golf Country. In the Rough Rabbit deco. Now, this Rough Rabbit deco went back to the 80s and 90s, and it had they had it on a Volkswagen Golf with more beefy big wheels, and then they did a redo of that deco that was similar for part of a Volkswagen series, and then they decided to throw back an original of this one. Well, it's not the original deco, but it's slightly different and has some foreshadowing reference to that version. Next up, the MBX Field Car. Now, the MBX Field Car was a generic that was actually in the early part of the Matchbox Basics during the 60s, And then when it changed over to super fast wheels in the 70s, they did a paint job that was very similar to this one. With it, I think it was a 179, I believe, versus this 180 on the side. And I do actually have a silver version that I got for their that was in their 70th anniversary silver. I did pick that one up, but I decided to keep that in the package, so it's nice to have one that's loose. So we'll put some of our vehicles in the back here. So let's put some of these guys over here. Now, this is the only one in this 5-pack that I do not know the retro theme for. I know that one other collector, Level M Diecast, he did not know about the deco for this one either. So, otherwise, so this is the only one I'm not going to know about the what this is a throwback to. But it is very nice with this surf blue paint job we got on the 1976 Honda CVCC. Or is that Honda Civic? I can't quite tell. And then finally, the Volkswagen Beetle 4x4. Now, this casting goes way back to, I believe it was the early 2000s or 90s. Yeah, to the early 2000s. So this is actually a retro casting. It did used to have an opening hood, but they retooled that to where not only did they get rid of the opening hood, but also they changed up the front a little bit. And then the other thing I just want to address is also the fact that when it comes to this deco, this was on a Chevy van that also was using these big, beefy tires, just like it was featured on the Volkswagen Golf there in the back. And essentially they had the same paint job. It's going to be slightly different, of course, due to the fact that they couldn't get, you know, the paint color to be completely original, but they decided to make it close enough. And although I don't have that van to compare this to, I did see Level M Diecast do a review on this 5-pack, as I pointed out. So he was able to compare the decos to all of these if you want to check out that video. It's nice to see this appear in a new deco, because recently they've been doing more carry forwards of older decos that this Volkswagen Beetle 4x4 had. One of the examples, they included it in a few 5-packs. In a Mountain 5-pack, they did also a, I know there was another one. Oh yeah, they included in the MBX Off-Road 5-pack with a carry-forward deco, and then they did it in a, no, there was one more. Oh yeah, they did it in a Volkswagen's 5-pack. So, we get a new deco for that, that's original, and then they're also coming out with a new deco in the basics for that for 2024. So that does the video on this 5-pack. You can let me know in the comments what you think down below. Which one of these cars is your favorite? Which throwback deco did you think was the most interesting? And until then, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in some more videos very soon. Have a good, safe rest of your day, guys. Bye.